नमस्कार। श्री Ramakrishna Kathamrita. Kathamritam tapta jeevanam kavibiridhitam kalmashapaham shravanamangalam श्रीमदादतं भवेगृणन्ति भुरिदा जनाः। श्री Ramakrishna Kathamrita प्रथम भाग षष्ठ खंडो और द्वितीय परिच्छेद. The second chapter of the sixth section of first volume of the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna in Bengali continues. And today we are going to read after yesterday in our previous reading. Not yesterday, in our previous reading we read about how Sri Ramakrishna had told Keshav Chandra Sen about one should teach only after getting the command from God, and then that teaching, that instructions that teacher gives, it remains for a long time. It is a very long, the life cycle of that teaching after getting command from God. It can be for thousands of years. But if you do start preaching without command of God, people will listen to you today. They will just forget it tomorrow. They will even leave your organization. Therefore, first be the child of the mother. Be the servant of the master. Get rid of this attitude of I am the doer. Pick up the attitude that he is the doer. He is the doer. I am just an instrument. Get a command from him. Realize the God first. And then whatever you say, people will just accept it. And don't just keep on accepting disciples, any Tom, Dick, and Harry. Don't get such people indiscriminately in your organization. Study them, test them. Do they have a mettle? For that, first you have to realize, you have to have the God realization. Then you can test who is the diamond and who is a mere stone. Now, Sri Ramakrishna is further going to tell about his instructions to Keshav, and his instruction to Keshav that you accept the primordial energy, the Adya Shakti, you accept it. Being a Brahmo, just don't, disregard the primordial power of the Lord. So, this today's passage is going to be Keshav ke Shikha, Adya Shakti ke Mano. Sri Ramakrishna is going to give this instruction to Keshav that accept the primal power, accept the primal energy. Now Sri Ramakrishna says, আর কেশবকে বলেছিলাম, I also told Keshav, আদ্য শক্তিকে মানো, accept the primordial power, accept the primal energy, the primal Shakti. ব্রহ্ম আর শক্তি অভেদ, যিনি ব্রহ্ম তিনি শক্তি. Thakur's teaching is crystal clear. Thakur says, consider that Brahma and the Shakti of the Brahma, they are not separate. They are bhed. They are inseparable. Jini Brahma, Tini Shakti. The one whom we call Brahma, the one who is Brahma, is verily Shakti himself. Brahma and Shakti, they are inseparable. দুটো বলে বোধ হয়. That the Brahma and Shakti being separate is just like যতক্ষণ দেহ বুদ্ধি. যতক্ষণ দেহ বুদ্ধি দুটো বলে বোধ হয়. Sri Ramakrishna says, till the time we have this body consciousness, this I-ness is separate from the mother, from the Lord. Till the time this body consciousness is there, duto bole bodh hoye. These two, Brahma and Shakti, they differ only for the namesake. Till the time we have this body consciousness. Once this eye consciousness goes, once the salt doll goes to the ocean, goes to the sea to measure its depth, the eyes vanishes, and then there is no more differentiation between the Brahma and the Shakti as the two separate entities. Then it doesn't happen. Jatakhon Deha Buddhi. This differentiation happens only till the time we have this body consciousness. Only till then, these two, Brahma and the Shakti, they appear to be two only from the word point of view. This one is Brahma, this one is Shakti. It is like that what Thakur had told, putting a line on the vast body of water and saying this side is Brahma, that side is Shakti. How is it possible? Brahma and Shakti are Abhed. Just because of body consciousness, just because of Deho Buddhi, we differentiate them as duto, as two things. बोलते के लिए दुटो. That is just for the sake of saying they are two different things. Brahman and Shakti, they are two different things. बोलते के लिए दुटो. In reality, no. Kesho, Kali, Shakti, Minichio. And then Sri Ramakrishna very proudly talks about his beloved disciple Keshav, that later, even Keshav, the great, the founder of the Brahmo Samaj, so-called non-idolatry practice, even Keshav, he accepted Shakti. He accepted the primal energy of the Lord. He started accepting it. And Sri Ramakrishna further says what happened once when Keshav had come to Dakshineshwar with his disciples. Sri Ramakrishna says, একদিন কেশব শিষ্যদের সঙ্গে এখানে এসেছিল. He says one day Keshav came here with his disciples. আমি বললাম তোমার লেকচার শুনবো. Says, I told him আমি বললাম তোমার lecture শুনবো. Sri Ramakrishna is using this wonderful English word out of his small vocabulary of those few English words that he had mastered. That তোমার lecture শুনবো. I want to listen to your lecture. That the way you talk, the way you impress people with your lectures. I also want to listen to your lecture. চাঁদনীতে বসে lecture দিলে. Chandani, that platform in front of the Bhavatarani Kali temple in the compound of the temple complex next to the Shiva temples. As one enters from that western gate of the Dakshineshwar Kali temple, there is that huge space, and that is called as Chandani. So Sri Ramakrishna says, in that Chandani, in that on that ghat, on that platform, we listen to the lecture. Chandaniতে বসে lecture দিলে. Yes. And তারপর ঘাটে এসে বসে অনেক কথাবার্তা হলো. And then he said, then we went to the ghat and we sat there after listening to Keshav's lecture. We went there at the ghat, at the landing station where all these steamers and boats, they come and it is a landing station for the steamers and boats. So there, তারপর ঘাটে বসে, we went and sat there on the ghat, অনেক কথাবার্তা হলো. And we went and we wholeheartedly, to our absolute delight, we had a long talk. I said, আমি বললাম, যিনি ভগবান, তিনি Ek rupe bhakto. Sri Ramakrishna says, I told, as we were sitting in that on that ghat, I told Keshav, all that gathering, I told him that one who is the Lord, Jini Bhagavan, Ni Ek Rupe Bhakto. In yet another form, the same Lord is also the devotee, is also the Bhakta in another form. Tumra bolo Bhagavad Bhakto Bhagwan. And then Sri Ramakrishna said, now you all utter Bhagavad Bhakto Bhagwan. The three entities are nothing but same. The Lord, the Word in the form of Bhagavata, and the devotee. They are all nothing but the same. The triangle, the Holy Trinity is one and the same. Tumra bolo Bhagavad Bhakto Bhagwan. Now, Sri Ramakrishna said, after we sat there, I told him, look, one who is Lord in another form is devotee also. Ni ekurupe bhagavad. And in another form, that same entity is also the scripture, the Bhagavad, the word. So the Lord, the word, and the devotee, they are nothing but one and the same thing. They are the three manifestations of the same reality. These are the three representations of the same reality. That's what Sri Ramakrishna told Keshav and his disciples. And then Sri Ramakrishna told them, utter Bhagavad, Bhakto, Bhagavan, scripture, the devotee, Lord, nothing but the same. Keshav बोले আর শিষ্যেরাও সব একসঙ্গে বললে ভাগবত ভক্ত ভগবান. When Sri Ramakrishna explained to them this unity of the Trinity, that they are not separate, they are the same things. They are the same things in different forms, the same reality in different forms. Then Sri Ramakrishna says, even Keshav and all his disciples, they also uttered Bhagavad Bhakto Bhagavan. The scripture, the devotee, and the Lord. They are nothing but one and the same manifestation of the same reality. যখন বললাম, Sri Ramakrishna says, then when I told Keshav that bolo, Guru, Krishna, Vishnu, like Bhagavad Bhakta Bhagwan, when I told him, now you also utter Guru, Krishna, Vishnu. তখন কেশব বললে, মহাশয় এখন অত দূর নয়, তাহলে লোকে জ্ঞানটা বলবে, জ্ঞানটা বলবে. Then Sri Ramakrishna says, then I told Keshav, now you also say, now also repeat that Guru Krishna Vaishnava, the teacher, the Lord, and devotee again in the same, in a different manner. Now you utter Guru Krishna Vaishnava. Vaishnava is the devotee of Krishna, Vishnu Panthi. And Sri Keshav Chandra Sen, he got alarmed. Then he said, no, revered sir, I can say Bhagavad Bhakta Bhagwan so far as it is generalized. The moment you try me to utter the specific Guru, Krishna, Vaishnava, that is beyond my principles. I cannot say Krishna, I cannot say Vaishnava, because they are all idolaters. I am not. So Keshav Chandra Sen says, let me not go that far. Oh, revered sir, if I utter that, then people will start calling me orthodox because I will believe in Krishna then. As far as you asked me to believe in the Shakti, the primal energy, yes. As far as you tell me to utter Bhagavad Bhakta Bhagwan, yes. Because it is generalized, it is not idolized. The moment you tell me to utter Guru, Krishna, Vaishnava, an element of idolatry thing comes into that. And if I utter that, then people will say that now Keshav has become orthodox. He has forgotten his way of Brahmo. And therefore, Keshav, he requests Sri Ramakrishna, I cannot utter that. I cannot address God as personal God, as an image, as a personal God. No. I can address God as Bhagwan, not as Krishna. I can address a devotee as a devotee. He may be devotee of Akshara Brahman also, but not as a Vaishnava who is a devotee of Krishna. I can accept scripture, Bhagavad, but I cannot accept Guru as the form of Krishna. No. And therefore, Sri Ramakrishna says that was the time when Keshav said, it is beyond me. Otherwise, if I utter this, people will start saying that Keshav is highly orthodox, just like any other orthodox Bengali Brahmin that believes in personal God. And we don't believe in personal God as Brahmos. We believe in impersonal God. We believe in Nirakar. We cannot believe in Sakar. So that was Sri Ramakrishna's story he told about his meeting with Keshav. He accepted actually the Adya Shakti. Keshav accepted, but not the God in personal form. Fine. He had his own way, and Sri Ramakrishna still was happy that my child, my disciple Keshav, he accepts, he has accepted the primordial power. He doesn't say that Brahma and Shakti are different. They are indeed one, but in different manifestations. So that is Sri Ramakrishna's teaching to us today in this portion of the second chapter of the sixth section. Om Namah Shri Bhagavate Ramakrishnaaya. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur Jai Ma. Jai Swami.